What's up, YouTube? Welcome to Noob Teaches Noobs. Today I will be covering a menace, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man was a hero. I just couldn't see it. He was a thief! A criminal! He stole my suit! He's a menace to the entire city! I want that wall-crawling arachnid prosecuted! I want him strung up by his web! I want Spider-Man!
But for noobs, in comics, he's a well-loved superhero. In Rivals, probably the most hated, toxic, godforsaken character in the game. Because you are either the hard carry with the most final hits, or the most deaths with absolutely no value at all, cosplaying as Uncle Ben, Spectator Simulation. So, hopefully with this simple guide that will cover simple combos by the end of the video, my goal is that hopefully you will be someone who will rise up to be worthy of the mask. Also, if you find the video helpful, let me know in the comments, leave a like, and hit that subscribe button. It helps the algorithm a lot, and I post shorts almost every day that help you enjoy. But now, it's time to get sticky. First off, we're gonna go to the practice range. You hit practice and go into the practice range. Click on Spidey.
Come to New York sometime.
Turn no ability cooldown in the practice settings. And then we're gonna go over to settings. Click on keyboard if you're on PC. Click Spider-Man. Next, we want to focus on the settings segment. I have my PC settings set for my mouse for 600 DPI, sensitivity set for 2.9. Make sure to have the mouse smoothing on. For the reticle, I just have a small green X. I'll have the settings also laid out in the description as soon as you hit that like button. Keep target sensitivity while aloft at 100. Hold to swing on, automatic swing off. This is probably the most important setting to have. This is all about control. You need to be able to turn off your swing while mid-swing and be able to target where you're swinging at. Hold to wall crawl. You want this on so that way you don't just automatically stick onto the wall without wanting to. Again, you want as much control as you can. Hold to run on walls. Honestly, this is just my preference. I have it on no. That way I just have to click it once and I start running. Take range hit on. There's no reason not to have that on. Get over here, targeting. So this, we're gonna cover it up a little bit. I have mine on my mouse for both key bindings. And later on, if we go down here in the ability section, there's another setting for get over here and it's on E. This will come into play. Make sure you have it at least on 2 separate bindings. Have this setting on different key and this on a different key binding. Move setting, pretty forward, WSAD. So for the jump, or if you're on keyboard and mouse, if you use this wheel to scroll downwards. Next, we have our primary attack, Spidey power on left click, second attack, web cluster on the right click. Melee, you're honestly not, this is the same thing and you're probably not going to use it. Ability 1, get over here. I have it on E, whip swing on L shift. Ability 3, amazing combo on F, ultimate ability on Q. Team up ability, I always have my team ability on my mouse. That way it helps me use combos. This is honestly just preference. I have it set on my mouse. All right, next we're gonna tangle his move coverage. First thing we're gonna go is over here. Go into this teleporter, and you'll be sent to the training range. We're gonna go over here to parameters. Make sure our settings are set as such. I always have it on Luna. Okay, and then we just turn this on here.
5, 4.
I actually come here a lot.
2,
This is I probably spend more time here than in actual matches. We're gonna go over his moves real quick. Primary fire, Spidey power. So the first 2 basic punches, it has 2 basic punches with a third being a kick with more power and range. And you see the kick did a little bit more damage. And the kick has a little bit more range. Next up is his secondary fire is web cluster. Shoot a web cluster that deals damage and attaches a Spidey tracer to hit the enemy. Just like that. And then you see that it puts up a web cluster sign on top. Notice that the melee damage does here. We apply it with a tracer. You do a significant amount of damage. We have a double jump right here.
Bad guys.
You just jump twice, and after you do a double jump, you do get an overhead spike if you melee. And it also does a lot of damage. And do note that the web cluster is much significantly more slower than hit scan, so you want to time your shots. Kind of play around with moving targets to get your timing and accuracy on point. All right, next up is his ult. Spectacular spin. Launch web clusters all around to damage and stun enemies.
Don't mess with the amazing
So as you see, it's like a circle. It covers damage around in this circular area. Next up, we have the web swing. You shoot a web. If you did what I said in the settings, you should be able now to pick a target area and hold shift and swing in the direction where you're facing. Next up, we have Get Over Here, another lob CC move that will snag and pull the enemy towards you.
Watch out there.
If the enemy is tagged with a Spider Tracer, the Spider-Man will get pulled to them instead.
Now I gotcha.
However, if you did what I said in the settings, or having two key bindings, you can still pull with regardless. Remember that I had a key binding on my E for Get Over Here. That helps me pull, even with the tracer on.
Crack the whip.
Next up we have is Amazing Combo. Launch an enemy upward, dealing extra damage to the enemy with a Spider Tracer. Here we get the uppercut and a knockup with a tracer.
Watch out, they're headed our way.
And it's an AoE. As you can see, the damage is quite significant. You kind of want to play around your tracers. You also have a double jump, which can be used to cancel our swings mid-air. If you did what I said in the settings for the mouse wheel key binding, you'll be able to do jumps against walls like this. Just scroll. Pretty niche and will help you get out of situations. Wall crawl, pretty self-explanatory. If you have wall crawl on, you just hold the space bar and press to run. All right, next up we have for our final move is our team up for this season. Season 3 is the Inferno Blast. Human Torch stores pyrokinetic energy in Spider-Man's suit, enabling him to unleash an Inferno Blast that sprays a fiery web while performing a backflip great distance. The flame burns, damages enemies, and applies a burn tracer. Detonating these burn tracers inflicts damage over time.
Flaming wet.
This whole area, you get quite some distance. I did the math, and it's about a 12-meter backflip. So you can use this and even a defensive. You don't have to use it as offensively. You can also use this to create space for yourself. I don't know, a magic who dashes you and you go blah. So very useful. And also, mind you, you can combo it very fast with the uppercut. And you can even stack it.
Flaming. Pretty sure those are bad guys.
Alright, now that we got moves and settings covered, we can go over movement and combos. Spiny is the squishy backline assassin. That means you want to be out of sight, out of mind. So you want to place up in high terrain, or even behind your tanks. But with that being said, I'm going to cover the bread and butter combo. This will take out carrots with at least 275 for this season. First, you put on a tracer, get over here, click swing, and quickly use tracer to cancel the swing animation, and then melee to get a round smash. Show you in slow motion. After you do any combo, make sure you try to swing or zip out to get out of the way and find a health pack because you're most likely going to take some damage. Disclaimer, that as you're taking up the mantle of being a Spider-Man, you are going to be out of reach of your strats a lot of the times. So make sure you go ahead and swing and get to health packs. Get to know the map. Next combo is called fishing that requires a little something called aim. You fire a tracer, get over here, melee, tracer, and uppercut. Follow with the tracer. This combo is really good into one-shotting Jeff and Rocket who dash or get out of range easily, or just making a pick in the team fight. Fishing is honestly the most effective team-based combo because you are playing with your team. You can get a pick or deter a tank or even dive with DPS.
Watch out, they're
I will
headed our
also
way.
teach you about hit and runs, where basically you just go up, right hit a tracer, and then zip out. And you can do that multiple times. Sometimes you just want to get some damage off and use it just to deter their attention. One final combo that I developed, I am dubbing as the grab and smash. The mixture of the hit and run and fishing combo. Just like the hit and run combo, you can zip, tracer, uppercut, tracer, get over here, double jump, and melee throw. This will take out.
Now I gotcha. Spider swing.
Next, we have the team up with the Human Torch combos for season 3. People use it with the fishing combo, which is trace, pull, melee, tracer, uppercut, and team up. You can modify this fishing combo for even more damage by using tracer, pull, melee, tracer, team up, zip, and then uppercut.
Crack the whip.
Now, more easier combo with the team up, you can zip, cancel the tracer, team up, uppercut, tracer, grab, and then melee to secure the kill.
Crack the whip. Now I gotcha. Flaming whips. Spider swing.
Alright, that covers the basics of Spider-Man. If you want more complex guide with text and scenarios, let me know in the comments. Until then, keep it goosh.
Watch out, they're headed our way.
See you in the next one.